Fusions can be hard for beginners, man, and I get it. I've been there. I fused myself Mad Hatter last month. Bada bing, bada boom, I did it, you guys. And that's not to say that I didn't get some mystery help, but I'm here to prepare you for any future fusion to come, including this one. I'll give you a breakdown of all the necessary resources that you need to stock up on before attempting any fusions, so you know whether to go for something or not ahead of time. I'm BB, welcome back to my channel, and let's get right into it, guys. But before we get started, I'm here to notify you that you can get yourself Bambus for Relief as a starter champion entirely for free, and you can also get Ugo at level 15 once you set up a new account using this beginner promo link down here, which you can find in the description box below, and you get these sweet rewards. You can also snatch yourself free Sun Wukong using the promo code Monkey King once you set up that new account, man. And if you play for 7 days, you're also gonna get yourself your free Alice the Wanderer. And if you haven't, use the code GameLeap and it's gonna get yourself some energy, some silver, and some XP brews to get you started on your new account, or as a restock, replenish on your current account if you've never used it before. So much so for the freebies, you guys. Now let's talk about what we need to spend for any fusion. Upcoming fusion. I will try to be as general as possible. I'm gonna also try to be as economic as I can in my calculations. The first thing you need to concern yourselves with is your energy stockpile. How much energy do I have to spend? Generally, fusions require you to have a good amount of energy, a minimum of 10k to 15k energy in stockpile, and enough gems to buy you about 5k more if needed. I'm talking, you guys, you're gonna have to, and I mean including the ones that regenerate, you can take that off into account, but you're gonna get so many dungeon divers, so many particular tournaments that ask you to dive down a specific dungeon. The points are always at the very top. Whatever fragments there are, whatever prize there is, however they make these fusions, the ones you're concerned with are always sitting at like 2k, 1k minimum. You're also gonna get a lot of champion trainings. You're gonna get a bunch of events that are gonna require your energy. So I'm not over exaggerating when I say minimum of 10k energy. 10. Now speaking of gems, needless to say, you're gonna be spending some gems. You might need to spend about 2,000 gems per fusion, and that is for things like full energy restocks, big short packs, whatever you guys need a restock on at the time that the gem shop can offer you. Mostly for the energy, you guys. You mostly just need energy to keep running these things. So I'd say a 2k minimum of gems in stockpile is a good amount to stock up on. I personally had enough of energy because I was gifted 20k mysteriously. I didn't need to spend any gems on energy, so I was blessed in that way. But you guys, I'm saying it as a safety precaution. I mentioned champion trainings. The third thing you're gonna need is a lot of XP brews, and I mean at least 80 of each type. Minimum. You want to have a stockpile of these, and you want to hold on to them, clutch onto them, because these champion trainings, the only way you can do them is by leveling up food efficiently. And I'm gonna show you how. I have a level 9 incubus here. I just did it for a daily mission, actually. A level 4 food, right? Level 4. Well, I mean 4 star, same thing. I'm gonna put one brew just so you can see. This is how you do champion trainings. There's nothing right now going on, but XP brews are gonna level you up quickly, and they're gonna give you a lot of points whenever there's a champion training. Just farm for food and do it like so. That's why you're gonna need at least 80 of each XP brew. Rough estimate if we're being economic. And that is relying that you're gonna be winning some along the way of your raiding. Now let's address the elephant in the room. The shards. You're gonna need a lot of shards, homie. An incriminating amount of shards. You're gonna need at least, I'd say 35 minimum, up to 50 I'd say. 50 is a good checkpoint for ancient shards. Now about voids, I'd say it's good to have over 10. 10 is a bare minimum. 10 to 15 is good if you have them laying around. Primal shards you want to be saving up on. You don't want to touch these. Generally, you don't want to. Sacreds are going to give you the most points. And the sad truth is, a minimum of 8 to 10 sacred shards. Sometimes they do these events, you guys. Like right now, I can give you an example. The Dancer's Path, where you have free 4,500 just given to you as a Valentine's Day present. Hope you spent your Valentine's Day well. We celebrate the Trifon Zarazan here, which is a celebration of wine and alcohol, but specifically wine. Anyway, you're gonna get points like these, and then you're gonna get points like these. So in total, cumulatively, you're gonna need to acquire like 10k at least, right? To get all of the Esme the Dancer fragments. That's even more than I'm seeing right here. 12, 13, 15k. Those are a lot of points. Here's how you make them. By summoning champions, you guys. Usually you get 2 to 3 summoning kind of events. Whether it's gonna be some sort of path event, whether it's gonna be some sort of summon rush. It's always gonna require you a lot of sacred shards to make it happen. Here are the points, guys. 4,500 just from pulling one sacred shard. That is one fragment checkpoint done. Just by itself. So to get to down here... How many? Let's count. Okay, you get these for free. You're already sitting at 1. Which, honestly, I might snatch. But then, you have to go down here. And that's another how many? How many sacred shards? At the very least, I'm seeing 3 here. 4. Same thing here. 3. 4. How many is that? Way more than we have, you guys. That's what I'm saying. These are sometimes insane. You have to have a stockpile. And you have to have the other ones ready. 35 minimum here. 10 minimum here. And 10 minimum here. Okay, not to discourage you. You could probably do it with 8 or 7 if you're very lucky. But you need to have more of the ancients in this case. If you have less than 10 in sacreds, make sure that you have more than 50 in ancients. That's my general rule. And now the last but not least, you're gonna need buck, son. You're gonna need money, munza. How do you make money fast? You go in Spider and you sell everything, right? You go and you forge crappy 3, 4-star artifacts. You sell them all. Be careful to not spend your Magisteel. You're gonna need that. You go into your artifacts. You go in here in your chest and you start sorting. You start selling the pieces that you don't need, you rolled up, you're not happy with, you're not satisfied. 4 pieces that snuck in somehow. You should be at 5, 6-star pieces. If you're watching this video and you're attempting a fusion, homie. Like here, like what and they're speed and they're legendary and they're we need to get rid of them. But they could also roll well. So, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna upgrade them, we're gonna see how they roll up to level 8. 1 in the accuracy, 8 in the... This is optimally the worst kind of roll that we could have gotten for this set. So we can sell them and we're making more money than we spent. That's what I mean. You have to go and clean these, make money in whatever ways you can, but you have to stock up on at least 20 million silver.
Billions and billions and billions!
For any fusion, that is the minimum. And I will tell you why. Usually fusions have up to 3 artifact enhancement events. And usually, there you go. And usually the fragments are at some abysmal point system. What is this even? 4,000 is a lot of points, you guys. And here's how you make them. You have to prepare and level up your artifacts up to level 15. Do it to a bunch of them. And only roll them up to level 60. See, have almost prepared myself here. Almost, except I ran out of cash. You roll them up to 15, roll them up to 16 when the event is live, and that way you don't have to spend a lot of buck. But regardless, you're gonna need a lot of money, so I put 20k as a bare minimum for all of the gear enhancements that you're gonna need to do. And shard summoning, and because pulling sacred shards costs cash as well. Upgrading champions cost shards, cost money. Everything costs money. Life is pay to win, you guys. And again, these fusions, not all of them are worth it for your account. Most of them are worth going for purely for the rewards that you're gonna get along the way for cherry picking. Let's see if we can beat this unkillable rotation here. Maybe if we involve Thor. Never mind, I'm gonna try it that way. But fusions are not easy. They're not supposed to be easy. They're not made to be easy because otherwise everyone would have the same champion. And that's not the point of the game, is it? Fusions are supposed to be kind of, you know, not exclusive per se, but a bit harder to get than a Forge Pass champion that you can just buy, like He-Man. Like Esme the dancer, let's say, she's great for some accounts, and then some accounts might not need her as much. You know what I mean? If you're a beginner, Esme is great to go for. Especially if you bought He-Man. And Moto of the Peel, I have no idea what to expect of Moto. I don't know how we're gonna get Moto. I don't know what to think of him. Probably also worth going for if you're going for Esme. Why wouldn't you have her partner? And there you have it, guys. Easy peasy guide on how to complete any fusion. So, that's the amount of resources that you need. Unfortunately, it's a bit of a grind. But you guys, I believe in you. And I'll see you guys again in the next one. Bye!